So in this video, I wanted to talk about the Sephora Favorites Beauty Closet because it's by far one of my favorite Sephora favorites. And this was for $118 Canadian and it has a $357 value, which is amazing. But the thing is, I got this about a year or so ago, and I know in the beginning of this year they had this in stock, so they might have it in stock again. I'm not sure, but they don't have it in stock right now. You kind of just have to stock the Sephora Favorites. Basically, just keep typing in Sephora Favorites and you stock Sephora for that, just because they're always coming out with really great Sephora Favorite kits, and they're all amazing. Like, I'll leave a few links down below of a few that I've unboxed, just because I'm obsessed with Sephora Favorites and I'm always looking for good ones because they're always a good value. So yeah, let's get right into this one. My box is kind of dirty, but anyways, this is how it opens, like that and like that, and this is kind of upside down, but I just tried to put everything back inside. As you can see, I've already used most of the stuff. Like, that beauty blender is kind of dirty. Didn't have time to clean it for this video, but yeah. And I'm missing one thing, which is a Becca shimmering thing highlighter, which I actually gave to someone, so I don't have that. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to talk a little bit about each product because there are a few that I really like, and then there are a few that I'm like, not so much about. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the 3 things that I have literally used up. And the first thing is this Bare Minerals powder, and this is a Touch Up Veil Broad Spectrum SPF 15 powder, and this is a translucent powder. And if you see it in here, it's literally finished. So yeah, I'm really sorry about my nails once again. Then the next thing I used up was this Hourglass face primer, and I used this up and I am obsessed with this primer. I'm just trying to finish off a whole bunch of other primers that I have, but I love the feeling after I put this on. It's like super silky smooth. Obsessed with this primer. Okay, now I'm going to get into the things that I haven't used that much. It's not necessarily because I don't like them, it's just because I haven't really gotten around to it. There are a few things that I'm not a really big fan of, but yeah, let's just get right into those things. Okay, so the first thing is this Tinted Moisturizer by Laura Mercier, and it has SPF 20, which is really nice, and this is in the shade Nude. It's a really light coverage, and I actually really like this. I just haven't gotten around to using it that much. I've used it maybe 5 times. Okay, the next thing is this Modster eyeliner pencil, and it's in the shade Gold, and it just looks like that. I like this. It's just not a color that I wear that often. Okay, then the next thing is this Sephora eyeshadow, and I actually really like this. The thing is, I have way too many eyeshadows that are similar to this, and that's how it looks. I just haven't gotten around to using it. This is in the shade Pop Idol, number 32. Now these next 3 things that I have used, I don't really like them. That's just my personal opinion. So the first thing is this really tiny sized Bite Beauty BB for Lip in the shade Flush. Just looks like that. Not a huge fan. Personal opinion. The next thing is this really mini sized Lancome Lip Lover lip gloss, I think. I personally don't use lip glosses, so this is obviously not for me. It's nice, it's just not something I wear. The next thing is this Stila Convertible Color blush. I think this is like a cream blush. And I've used it a few times. I've tried liking cream blushes. I am just not a fan of cream blushes. Personal opinion once again. It's a really pretty shade, and it's one of the shades that I really like. Just not a huge fan of cream blushes. And this is in the shade Peony. Now we're going to get into the things that I'm currently using right now, and I'm absolutely loving, like the 4 things that I used up. I'm absolutely loving these items. Okay, so the first thing off that is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Ave Princess. And as you can see, I have hit pan, it's kind of dried up there, but I'm absolutely loving this bronzer. And I use this every single time I put on makeup. I don't wear makeup every single day, but when I do, I use this all the time. I don't know if you can see, but here's the bronzer. It's really light, that's why I kind of like it. Okay, the next thing in here is this Algenist Complete Eye Renewal Balm, and as you can see, all the writing is off of it, so I'm trying to read off of there. But this is basically how it is, and I've used about 1/3 of it. And this takes like a long time to use up. The next thing is this Josie Maran Argan Oil, and I've used up about half of this bottle because I am using the Argan Oil, the light one from Josie Maran as well. So I just mix it up a bit sometimes, but I actually really love this. The next thing is this really tiny beauty blender, and I use this for my concealer at the under my eyes, and sometimes I use it on my brow bones and whatnot if I'm like concealing some stuff up. I'm not a huge fan of the tiny the beauty blender, but it works. It does its job, and as you can see, I've used it quite a bit. I just haven't gotten a chance to clean it. Then the next thing is this Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black Rollerball perfume. And I absolutely love this, and I barely have anything left over from this. There's like a little bit. I love this. I keep this in my purse. And then another thing that I'm liking a bit, not so much but a bit, is this Julep top coat. And this is a mini size. I think it's literally finished. It's almost there. Okay, and then the last thing that I actually really like is the Formula X nail polish. And this is in the shade Fahrenheit. I think I might paint my nails tonight in this shade if I have time. I still have a bunch of work to do. These are the things I haven't used at all. These are the things I have used up. These I have used a little bit, and some of them I'm not a huge fan of, like 3 of these items. And then these I am absolutely loving and using up. They're almost finished. Yeah, these, as you can see, half the products I actually really love. I love 11 products. 3 products not so much, and then